I consider myself to be proficient in structuring effective routines. If by inventing you mean putting things down in intricately colored calendars, plans, and charts, then maybe I am skilled at coming up with effective routines. If you simply go by my meticulously penciled and stenciled bullet journal, I am the reigning empress of routine. On the other hand, my real-life habits are a complete mess. The way to success and new habits. This is due to the fact that creating a new routine or habit is simple. When you use your new habit consistently, that's when the rubber meets the road. Making the commitment to complete this task is simple, but following through is somewhat difficult. Greater than simple devotion. Why then is the regular routine work so difficult to accomplish? Maybe because it's usually boring and it's enjoyable to make a rainbow-colored spreadsheet with early wake-up times. Consistency is the key to success in both one's personal and professional life. Nonetheless, there is a big difference between knowing something in theory and being able to use it effectively in practice. With so many distractions and competing demands in our daily lives, it can be difficult to remain consistent and stay on top of things. Decide what you hope to achieve. To sustain a greater degree of consistency, you must set clear goals that you plan to work toward. You might start by listing each one of them in a notebook or on a piece of paper. The next stage is to evaluate those goals and try to come up with a plan that will enable you to reach them as efficiently as possible. You could attempt any of the several methods and techniques for goal setting if you discover that this is ineffective. You may, for example, try defining goals using the SMART technique. This methodology is commonly employed in the administration of enterprises and projects in addition to individual development. If you employ this technique, you will be able to set very specific goals and increase the probability that they will be met. Using the SMART method, you ought to start by carrying out the following actions. Decide on an objective that is situation-specific and well-defined. Verify that the goal you set is both measurable and capable of being measured. This means that it has particular standards that will allow you to track your progress. You must ensure that the goal you have set out to accomplish is actually reachable in order to confirm that it is. Think about all of your resources, limitations, and abilities. While you should be cautious not to underestimate your own talents, you should equally refrain from lying. The goal you are trying to accomplish should be significant, relevant, and consistent with the core values and goals that you have established for yourself. In order to push yourself to become more consistent, the goal should have a time limit and a specific deadline for completion. You'll be able to sustain your course of action and create a sense of urgency by doing this. Learn the capabilities required to set priorities. Sometimes what keeps us from being consistent is our incapacity to set priorities. Whether your responsibilities are personal or professional, balancing multiple things at once can make it difficult to be consistent. These things will all compete for your attention. Learning to prioritize will help you become more consistent in the long run by facilitating your ability to handle multiple things at once and enhancing your mental condition. Setting priorities can be done in many different ways and with many different strategies. It's a good idea to start with a simple to-do list, where you write down all of your obligations and tasks and then start crossing them off one by one. A list of things you should avoid doing is also quite beneficial. If this doesn't work, you can try any of the several prioritizing techniques available until you choose the one that best fits your needs and tastes. Take President Dwight D. Eisenhower of the United States of America, for example, and his approach to developing techniques. To start, you must separate all of your tasks into 4 categories in order to arrange them based on urgency and importance. Jobs that fall under the first category are crucial and urgent. These are the things that you should start doing immediately. The jobs that fall into the second category are not urgent, but nevertheless important. It is advised that you put these off until later. The third group includes tasks that are urgent but not very important. Try your hardest to assign these. Jobs that are not urgent or significant fall into the fourth category. There's no reason to even finish these. Either they must be eliminated or they must be postponed indefinitely. Always remember to record your progress. By actively tracking your progress on your tasks, objectives, responsibilities, and other endeavors, you can develop consistency. This is only one more crucial aspect of developing consistency. Alternatively, you might go the low-tech route and just record your efforts in a log. If this isn't something you're interested in, you may use more modern alternatives like an easy-to-use spreadsheet or an electronic software. Stop being distracted. Distractions can seriously hinder your efforts to be more consistent during your journey, especially if they happen often. This is the rationale behind the necessity of making a deliberate effort to eliminate or minimize distractions. Here's how you can make that happen. Create a place that is entirely dedicated to your profession. When you are working, either turn off your phone or block notifications. You ought to make an effort to restrict how much time you spend online and on social media platforms. Examine the several apps and resources available on the internet that can help you stay engaged at a higher level. Make use of time management techniques, set and adhere to a schedule for yourself. Maintain a time log. Being conscious of the locations and activities you engage in is a crucial part of consistency. This also involves recording how much time is spent on each task in the context of the workplace. There are multiple approaches of achieving this. When utilizing a pen and paper method, one must physically record the time and the outcome on a piece of paper. A traditional spreadsheet should be used for time tracking purposes, with manual results recording in the spreadsheet. It is advised to manually track time and record the results in a timesheet, either a paper or digital version, when utilizing a traditional timesheet. Use project time monitoring. You may get 100% accurate statistics by using a digital tool that tracks the time for you automatically. For the purpose of creating timesheets or spreadsheets, it is possible to find software that includes automated components. Once the data on the duration of your work has been gathered, you can analyze it to ascertain what is stopping you from being consistent. Seek responses to inquiries like the ones below. What factors contribute to the time needed to complete this particular task? Is it feasible to finish some tasks faster? Which technological options are accessible to me to improve the efficiency of carrying out specific tasks? Does the task's level of complexity contribute to my lack of consistency? Is it feasible for me to become more consistent in my work by honing my abilities and making some tasks simpler to complete? Be patient and willing to extend forgiveness. Once you set out on your journey, failure is a necessary part of the process of becoming more consistent. Perhaps it will show itself as your inability to meet the deadlines you have set for yourself, or maybe it will truly mean that you fall short of the goal entirely. In either case, it's critical to keep trying, to give yourself enough time to figure out another way, to be patient, to forgive yourself, and to change the way you view failure. Reframe failure as a chance to improve yourself and focus on your own growth rather than being terrified of the negative outcomes. The following is taken from renowned psychologist Carol Dweck's book Mindset, The New Psychology of Success. The author states, "In the fixed mindset, everything is about the result. If you are not the best or you are not successful, then you have thrown away everything." No matter how their efforts turn out, people with a growth mentality can find value in what they are doing. I hope you found these tips helpful and are ready to apply them to your own journey. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below sharing your thoughts or any strategies you use to stay consistent. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Share this video with anyone who might benefit from learning how to be more consistent. Remember, consistency is key to personal growth and success. Keep pushing forward, stay dedicated, and you'll see amazing results. See you in the next video.